Okay, this is IrnieracingNews. We are at Nehalem Bay State Park, right next to Manzanita. This is going to be the top 5 RVs in Nehalem Bay State Park. Top 5 interesting ideas that are like boondockable. So we're not talking about big RVs unless it's like, we're looking for more like nomad lifestyle.
We're doing boondockable?
Boondockable. So this is the top 5 boondockable. So here you have the Winnebago. Yeah. You could, well, I mean, you're obvious. I mean, okay, so on
not really boondock.
On obvious factor of like you're obviously probably an RVer. This one is a 5 of 5. Ground clearance. It literally it's really low. Look at the back. It's so low to the ground. Like the ground. So off-roadable this is like a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say we're at 1 out of 5.
For comfort, it's got a little bit of a front lip for a little storage up there, or a little mini bed for a guest. So then essentially you're going to have your bed at the back corner and the kitchen and bathroom front. So it's longer than the truck camper. Yeah, that's longer than my truck. So that's like 24 feet probably. So yeah, boondockable scale, I'd say that's a 2 out of 5. Let's keep moving.
New word, boondockable.
Boondockable. All right, let's keep going. So it's also a Ford chassis, so the price is a little less than the Mercedes, but that thing is probably still like $200,000. It's probably such a ripoff. All right, so let's keep going here in Nehalem Bay, and we'll see what else we find, guys. What'd you say? Oh, mellow. Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah. Look at this E450 Lazy Days. Do you mind if I film your RV? How? No. What year is it?
It's
19. 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty new.
Yeah, it's very new.
But it has the old style. I guess they just haven't changed the front end of the Fords.
No, you know, in the Lazy Days color scheme, and it hasn't changed for 50 years.
Yeah, so it's got the V10 in it?
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys are from California, and then it's essentially like a motorhome built. It's literally a motorhome.
Yeah, it's Class C.
Yeah, but how long? This one's pretty big. 20, I was gonna say 28. Yeah.
Are you a reporter or something?
Oh, I do a YouTube channel.
Oh,
YouTube. I love I have a truck camper. I do the Northern Lite on the dually. So they just went out of business.
Yeah.
Lazy Days. Okay, so you got the last of the Lazy Days.
pretty much. It's a real classic.
Real class. Yeah.
Just on a gravel road for 30 miles yesterday.
No, and you go. What's on your rear Falcon hitch? What's that for? The vehicle.
Pull a car.
Oh, you're pulling the Honda CRV with Lazy Days. Out of business now, but well, let's look at them up, guys. We'll check it out.
That one, so I got a step through.
Right?
Yeah, easier to get through. I know. My mom's been getting on the e-bikes, and she's always like, "Which one do I want?" You know, and so we got the Costco one right now.
Well, you know, this is a Chinese one. They're all from China anyway, but
yeah.
This one was not too expensive, and it's like my husband says, recreationally, it's just a lot of fun.
All right, we're back on the road. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. So that guy's got like 14 to 16 inches of ground clearance, much better than the previous one. More room. They seem to have a lot of fun. Full-time retired travelers up and down the coast. And okay, let's look for the next top 5. Stay tuned. Okay. Well, we're coming up to the next. Here it is, guys. The next truck camper. I mean, the next boondockable. We got a Lance, like a 910 Lance probably. I think it's a long box on a Ford, like a 2005. It's like probably, is it a gas Ford? Is it the gas one? It's a gas Ford truck, 4x4, it's the Lance. Boondockable. So you got your, 4x4 truck, decent. It's skinny. It's not. This is a smaller. The width of the truck camper doesn't stick out too much. So what do you guys think on the Lance here? What is the model? Here at Nehalem Bay State Park. They got an extra waste container. That's what it is. It's the transfer waste. Never mind. It's an 8.6, and they put they got a little tent in the back there for a little daytime tent. 8.6. Okay, here's boondockable. We got the Oregon Road Trek. Oregon license. Well, look at that ground clearance. What is that little skiff that takes away all the ground clearance? See on the bottom there? That doesn't make any sense at all. There's like a little something on the underneath it. Little like guards, Yeah. you know, so decent size. But I don't know. I mean, it's not very good for 4x4. So 4x4 scale doesn't look very good at all. It's not even a 4x4. It's two-wheel drive. It's relatively long. Space is decent enough, you know. Still doesn't have the full-time bed usually, but this one will have a washroom because it's a road trek. Oh, watch out, one wheel.
Well, I just have a question. Now, why does the road trek have the washroom? Like,
Because,
why do you know that?
Well, because it's an actual RV. It's not like somebody's built van.
So this isn't like this is a Sprinter van, right? Like,
yeah, it's built on like the chassis, the Ram, you know, which is the same Sprinter, is the same as the Mercedes.
They were like the Mercedes van, right? They're almost identical.
But this is an actual one. Like, this is one you buy from a manufacturer, the Road Trek model. So it'll have all the RV features. It comes with all the RV features, including a shower, bathroom, probably a wet bath in there. When you build your own, then people always just put a cassette toilet underneath the seat just to pull out. It's for emergencies.
This is factory built.
This is factory built, yes. All right, so you have your light duty truck, like an F-150 any year. And somehow there's a, I don't know how that gets there, but you got the pop-up truck camper, guys, the pop-up truck camper. So it doesn't have the, it's more like a tent conveniences, you know, it doesn't have the installation at all. It's got the pop-up, so you can't access your bed unless you pop it up. But very good boondockability, very, very good boondockability. You pretty much just not much weight in the back of your truck. You just kind of cruise around, and you could do the camping, and obviously they're having a buddy with the tent, so, and you know, you can pull a trailer and with your golf cart and there's your motorcycle and your e-bike. So, oh, and the dirt bike rack's on the back. So there you go. The bike on the back behind the camper, same rack, same idea. Boondockability is high, comfort low, gas mileage whatever vehicle you have. This one's just worth noting as the classic motorhome. What is this? The Executive. It's a Motoko Executive, but an old Executive. Okay, so when I was looking at buying like a truck camper, I was looking at the Executives and but newer ones. I was looking at like 2000 plus. This one's in the late 90s probably, where it's still round. But the Executive is like the pinnacle of the Motoko.
It's awesome. The
Motoko is like the Executive model is like, you know, the $1 million model now. But back then, the Executive was the $200,000 model versus the $100,000 model. Truck coming. You got your modern fifth wheel. Look at this, guys. It's a double axle, so it's not full triple axle, but it looks huge. Like it's a huge double axle. And versus the old Motoko. I mean, there's slides. You got your slides, and there's way more room in these ones, though. Way more room than. But it doesn't have an engine. It's sort of an advantage, though. Less things to break, but.
You can unclip it too, right?
Yeah. You unclip your truck. No, I mean that's a whole nother video. Fifth wheel trailer versus truck. You know, like to have the ability to have your vehicle to go to town. Versus like at the truck camper or the motorhome, you always got, you know, my mom doesn't want to leave when because the motorhome's, the canopy, it's all placed out.
Right, so you can't leave unless you have like another vehicle.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother video there, girl, but there's but then you got to pull a trailer. I mean, a trailer you can't back up very well. You can't you're always dealing with, a trailer's a trailer. Remember how horrible it was when I told you I had to pull my trailer? It ruins like your trip.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have it, guys. On the boondockable scale, you have just the Ram heavy duty. Maybe it's got the diesel, maybe not. With a dirt bike in the back, sleeping in the truck. You know, there's the big back seat on this version, the super whatever extended crew cab. So yeah, this Ram setup, when you put a winch on the front, so you have off-road capability, 4 out of 5. Let's say it's, you know, it's not like lifted on. Well, they're big tires, but I mean, the wheels are too big. Doesn't have bead locks, etc. So, you know, maybe 3.5 out of off-road ability. Good boondockability, very good. Like for the boondockability, that's a 5 out of 5 essentially, because usually that, you know, that's the max of it. You're not just in a Jeep pulling a little off-road trailer at most. Yeah. And comfort, you know, comfort's down to 1. Convenience of the dirt bike and everything, decent. Fuel mileage, medium. So let's see what else we find on the, whoa, look at this. We don't have the truck here, but we have just the camper. Just the Scout. There's some solar on it. So there's good boondockability right there. Truck's missing at the moment, but interesting to add to the mix. Alright, continuing on with the series, the top 5, or what is it now, top 6, whatever.
This is my style.
This is Dr. G's style, the doctor's style. She used to have a Westphalia. Westphalia? Yeah, so you got your, this one's in really nice shape. Real nice shape. I mean, look how clean it looks. They got the little light bar on the front edition, but otherwise it's just basic Westphalia, and you're gonna have your outdoor cooking and stuff. But you know, there's a little mini fridge in those usually, and a little like stovetop sometimes. What's inside them? I don't remember. Hooked up to the
Stovetop, and then it pops up into a bed.
Pops up in the bed. I mean, so decent ground clearance. They're just rear wheel drive or front wheel drive? Probably rear wheel drive. Yeah. And sorry about the bumps, guys. I'm one wheeling here. Oh, there's a rust on this side. There's a rust hole. That sucks. It's so clean looking, and then there's a hole in it. All right. So your style is to have a rust hole, and yeah.
I didn't say I want a rust hole.
No, but that's what comes with the territory. So you're getting good on the one wheel now, huh? The float wheel.
I'm so good now on the one wheel.
So I pointed this one out a couple times. It's called the Born Free. Oh, falling over. Born Free Motor Coach. Shoot. All right, so I like this one. I like it because it has the truck camper overhead. It gives you, it's just such a use of space, of airspace. With a big, look, there's a whole like freaking window on the top for light. So I really like this setup. I think this is the best of the van life. The E350 Super Duty. I mean, it could be a 450 if you had more weight, but I wish there was a diesel option. But I like this one, guys. Off-road ability. It's a dually, rear-wheel drive, V10, no front wheel. But you could make them four-wheel drive. You can make them four-wheel drive. Uh-oh. Tina got some trouble up here. Oh, did you crash?
No, we're just on like we're on like a 2-week vacation, so it's been a weekend, so I've been on it every day since.
All right, finishing off the top 5 boondocking vehicles. We got the Volkswagen, we got the Ford with the scooter on the back from Alberta, Oh, I don't know where the paddleboard is, on the other side.
Oh, this hook thing that
Oh, right there. Yeah, so you don't have to do the blow up bullshit. And I got the truck camera. We're from BC.
All right.
BC? Yeah.
That's so cool.
The van life.
Going to California.
Nice, nice. There you go. And return. And we got the van as well. The GMC. No, it's the Ford. Sorry, the Ford. And on to the #1 boondocking vehicle, guys. And the easy winner is the 10.2 on the dually Duramax diesel. For the win. For the win. For the win. On the beach. Parked on the beach. This is the winner.
The winner?
Top 5, top 10 boondocking rigs. 4x4. Good ground clearance. Got a 15 inches ground clearance. Lots of power. Pull a trailer. Full-time queen bed, full-time washroom shower, and a couch. And decent off-road capability, 2.5 out of 5. Comfort, 4 out of 5. There you go. Ease of access, 2 out of 5. You got to step up a lot of steps. Well, it's the evening. We had a little nap after one wheeling. Nap time. And the foggy sunset. It's a good thing we paid attention to the sunset the last few days, or this would be like, oh, we missed it.
It's so beautiful.
Not on camera.
Just in person.
Yeah, it looks terrible on camera. Bye, guys. Okay, on RV boondockability, you can put in, this is, I mean, besides it being on just kind of a Tundra TRD 4x4, it gives it, like, it's not too tall. It could go off-roading if you put that on any vehicle you choose. So